The men who built America's space program had a secret. Some of them, just a few years earlier, had been using concentration camp prisoners as forced labor to build weapons for Hitler. And the U.S. government knew. They didn't just look the other way, they planned the whole thing. This is Operation Paperclip, and it's one of the most successful cover-ups in modern history. It's 1945. World War II just ended. Nazi Germany is in ruins, and American intelligence officers are racing across Europe, not to document war crimes, but to find scientists, rocket scientists, chemical weapons experts, aerospace engineers, the best minds the Third Reich had, and recruit them. Before the Soviets did, the program had one problem. Most of these scientists were war criminals. Some had SS membership. Some had personally overseen the deaths of prisoners in underground factories. Under American law, none of them could enter the United States. So they changed the files. The Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency literally went through each scientist's dossier and scrubbed or rewrote their Nazi Party memberships, their war records, their crimes. They replaced the paperclips holding the original documents, and that's where the program got its name, with new paperclips holding cleaned versions. New identity, new past, American visa. Over 1,600 scientists and their families entered the United States under Operation Paperclip. They were given jobs, salaries, security clearances. They worked for NASA, the U.S. Army, the Air Force. Wernher von Braun is the most famous. He designed the V-2 rocket that killed thousands of civilians in London and Antwerp during the war. He used slave labor from the Mittelbau-Dora concentration camp to build them. An estimated 20,000 prisoners died in those underground factories. When the war ended, von Braun surrendered to American forces and handed over his research. By 1969, he was NASA's chief rocket architect. He was the man who designed the Saturn V rocket that launched Apollo 11. He watched the moon landing from Mission Control. The U.S. government gave him the National Medal of Science. The State Department and the Justice Department both objected to the program when they found out what was happening. They were overruled. The Army argued the scientists were too valuable to let go. The Cold War was starting. The Soviets were recruiting their own Nazi scientists. Operation Osoaviakhim, same idea, different side. It became a race to see who could erase more war records faster. The American public didn't find out for decades. Operation Paperclip was officially classified until 1973. Even then, the full scope, the falsified documents, the direct involvement of people connected to war crimes didn't become public until investigative journalists started pulling declassified files in the 1980s and 90s. The men who were there never really faced consequences. Von Braun died in 1977, celebrated as a hero of the space age. Most of the others lived out quiet, comfortable American lives. Here's what stays with you about this story. The moon landing is one of the greatest achievements in human history. It's also partly built on a foundation that the government spent 30 years hiding. Both of those things are true at the same time. And that's exactly the kind of thing they don't put in the history books. If you want more buried truths like this one, subscribe. There's a lot more they didn't teach you.